Hi guys, I'm Maddie, and this video is basically just going to be a final update and wrap up on me leaving medical school. So let's get into it. So it has now been over a year since I left medical school, and I have officially withdrawn from the program. I'm not going to go super into what exactly happened and everything. You can check out my videos above. But I failed step one. I was not loving med school, and I ended up failing step one, and that was kind of the last straw for me. In that regard, I just was too scared to leave, but hated it too much to stay, if that makes sense. Medicine is something that just consumes your life, and it's kind of expected to consume your life and be your life. I knew that that's how medical school was supposed to be and residency, but the further I got into medicine and the more familiar I got, the more I realized that it's expected to be your life, not just your career. So that is, in a nutshell, why I left. I'm really passionate about food and nutrition, so I have changed career paths and am now getting my master's in dietetics. So if you're interested in that, I'm thinking about filming a little bit more about that journey, so leave a comment below if you're interested. But anyways, I have started my master's in dietetics and I'm absolutely loving it, but I just wanted to kind of give you guys a little bit of backstory on why it took me so long to withdraw and basically what I've been doing this last year. So as a lot of you know, I've been taking prerequisites for my dietetics master's and then applying to my master's, but all the while I was technically on a leave of absence from medical school. I never officially withdrew, which I know my friends and family were kind of confused by, but I felt like that was the smartest decision. I knew that I didn't want to return to medicine, but after speaking to a few other students who had decided to leave, took a leave of absence, and then come back, based on their advice, they told me to just wait to withdraw as long as possible. Just take the whole year. I got a year off. Take the whole year, do what I wanted, and then when that year was up, make my decision. So I know one girl that I talked to took 9 months and then decided to start studying for step one again, and took it and is now a physician and is loving her life. So I didn't think that that was going to happen for me, and she didn't think that was going to happen for her, so I just continued on my life and applied to my master's, put money down on my master's, took the prerequisites, etc., and just kind of kept in my back pocket, if I want to return to med school, I can. And luckily for me, that thought never crossed my mind. I truly do not want to return to medicine. It is not for me. But I took the full year, and I'm glad that I did, because had I gotten 9-10 months in and said, you know what, I do want to go back, this is what I'm passionate about, I was just burnt out, whatever, I'm glad that I had that in my back pocket, but at the same time, I didn't need it. So anyways, something that I did try to fight for with my medical school was getting a master's degree from the courses that I took during the first 2 years of medical school. I took like 120 credit hours or something like that during the first 2 years of med school, and spent like $70,000 as well. So I felt that I had earned some sort of master's degree from those credits, or be able to put those towards a program that the school offered. So I spoke with basically everybody that I could talk to, the dean, the assistant dean, etc., and they said that that is not something that I would be able to do. So I went through the student handbook with a fine-tooth comb and looked over, I'm not joking, every single policy, and the medical school was exempt from many of the appeals processes that were involved in the graduate program's handbook. So if I wanted to appeal something, most of the other, actually all of the other graduate programs could appeal based on a dean or an assistant dean's decision, except the medical school. There was always like kind of the asterisk at the bottom that said except medical students, except the medical school, if I wanted to appeal a decision. So that was really frustrating. And I know that that's a question that I've been asked a lot, is am I able to get a degree from the credits that I have taken and I've earned? And unfortunately for me, that is not the case, but that could be the case for you if that's something that you are looking for. Really put in a solid effort and really try your hardest. I had a lot of help going through the handbook, highlighting, underlining, contacting people, etc. And honestly, it was worth it, making sure that no stone was left unturned, because I really did want just like a master's in biomedical sciences or something like that, because that is something that my school does offer, but unfortunately I am not allowed legally to appeal a decision. So anyhow, if that is something that you're successful with, please let me know, because I'd be super excited for you and really intrigued to hear about that, and how you went about doing that. But anyways, that was another reason why I waited to withdraw, was because I did want to make sure that I tried as hard as I could to see if I could get that master's of biomedical sciences or whatever, use those credits towards something, towards a degree, because if I withdrew prior to submitting those credits towards a master's degree or whatever, I would not be allowed to earn those credits back based on what my handbook said. So if that is something you're interested in, just hold off on officially withdrawing until you have made sure that you have turned over every stone and made sure that that is something that is or is not possible for you. But anyways, I am now in my master's in dietetics. I'm loving it. It's super exciting and fun. I am going to be moving to Florida next March for my internship for 8 months, which is very exciting. And Chase will be down there with me for a little bit of that while he is transitioning between med school and residency. So we have an exciting year ahead of us. I'm probably going to be documenting a little bit more of my dietetics journey, and Chase will continue to make his med school videos. But if you guys have any questions at all about my process, about leaving medical school, anything like that, please leave a comment down below, because I'm more than willing to talk about it, but I also don't want to beat a dead horse. So I have plenty of other videos on what happened with failing step 1, what happens if you fail step 1, my thought process on deciding to leave medical school, etc. So this has been 1 year. I do not regret it for a single second, and I could not be happier. I am just so excited to be on the path of something that I'm really passionate about. And if you aren't loving what you're doing, then switch it up, change it, take some time off, and really find what you're passionate about, because I am so happy that I did, and that I didn't just stick it out, push through, and be miserable for the next however many years. So again, thank you so much for watching, and please like and subscribe, because it really supports us, and we'll see you next time. Thanks.